Hey everyone, welcome to FAMcast. This is episode 51. I'm Trevor. I'm here with Trey and Tim today.
Heyo.
And
Hello.
You'll notice this is a little different than normal. We're actually all in one place for a podcast, which hasn't happened for about 40 episodes. So this is kind of cool. We're glad we can get together instead of having to do this through Discord like normal.
It's nice to be invited over here every once in a while, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, we normally don't invite Tim over at all. We've got a restraining order against him, but we let it slide this one time because we've got a special event going on tonight with D&D.
I take the chances I get, so thank you.
Right, absolutely. But we're going to talk about a few things today. We've got PAX South that me and Trey just came back from.
Yeah.
We had a great time there. Tim just demolished Resident Evil 2, so he's going to talk about... the RE Master himself is going to talk about what he thought of Resident Evil 2, at least so far, because you're still not done.
There's still more to do.
There's still more to do. And then we also recently saw the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie that we'll be discussing as well. See what we all thought about it.
Yes.
So I guess to just dive right in, PAX South.
Yeah.
We had a pretty awesome time there. It was not as warm as I expected.
Yeah, definitely. When you think Texas, you don't think of cold.
Right.
But it was still good.
It was an awesome time.
It wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't
no
terrible.
snow, so I can't complain there.
We left Ohio when like that big snowstorm
We got a
hit.
blizzard, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Tim's digging his car out of these snow drifts, and me and Trey are, wearing our jackets. Like, oh, it's 50 degrees outside. We're
It's
chilly.
A little chilly outside.
But yeah, you think of Texas. It was in San Antonio, so we got to walk the river walk, and when you think of Texas, you think of warmth. But I guess they even get a little chilly down there. But we went down Thursday after some mishaps with some flights.
Their flights,
Yeah.
not mine.
Yep, Trey sat in the hotel lobby for a couple
A
hours.
few hours. That
Yep.
was not fun.
No, nope.
But,
And I slept in a rental car because me and KB actually couldn't get to San Antonio, so we both had to fly to Houston, share a rental car, and then drive to San Antonio. So it was pretty wild.
yeah,
But it was a fun adventure.
I got to scoot around town. Got to get some Whataburger as soon as I landed. It was
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah, we both tried Whataburger for the first time, and it was pretty solid.
It was good.
It was
Whataburger over In-N-Out.
yeah, for sure.
All day.
Whataburger over In-N-Out, absolutely. That chicken cinder sandwich was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had that one.
Yeah, I did.
What about over Shake Shack?
No. So Shake Shack, Whataburger, In-N-Out. Yep, still.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
That's the part I can partake in this conversation.
Right.
Okay.
But I guess to reel it back into the Saks,
PAX.
PAX South part, we went there day one, and I would say maybe day one might have been my favorite day. Just
Yeah.
because you have the excitement of seeing the whole show floor and trying to get through as much as you can. What would you say your favorite thing from day one was?
Just meeting everybody.
Yeah, I would say so. So for those that haven't seen all over our socials, we got to finally meet the Leo Chain,
Oh, man.
or as Tim puts it, Leo Chan,
Chan.
and the rest of the Chain gang. So we met Serge, Anna, Alone. We ran into everyone. Oh, and of course Rocket Grunt Mark. He was very kind. Both him and Leo showing us around town, giving us the insider tips on how to best enjoy Texas. It was a great time. So I would say I'm with you there. Kind of.
Yeah, first day was always good. I mean, you finally get to meet everybody. Exploring the floor is what I like to do first. On day one, it's always like get your surroundings, make sure you know like where's what.
Yeah.
And yeah, so day one's always the best.
And I think is that the day that we played King of the Hat as well.
No, that was day.
It was day 2.
2, I believe.
Okay. So going back to day 1, I don't know what else we really did on day 1. But day 1 was also really exciting because we that night we actually got invited to a VIP party, like a private party for Layers of Fear 2. Mm-hmm. That was that Friday. So we got in Thursday, went to PAX on
That's what
Friday.
I was thinking of. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Sorry.
So Thursday was my favorite just because we got to meet everybody, but then Friday was cool for PAX, but
yeah. But yeah, we went to this Layers of Fear 2 party, which was really awesome. Started at 8 p.m. We go there. Me, Trey, KB, and we walk in, and the aesthetic of this place. The place was called the Battalion, but it's like this really kind of I don't even know how you'd explain it. So they have it decorated to where it's kind of creepy.
It's pretty fancy.
Yeah, it was fancy mixed with creepy.
Yeah.
Looks like it belonged in like a horror movie.
Nice.
Like they had the mood lighting and everything going, but open bar, real fancy food, and just cool people to hang out with.
Yeah.
We met some other streamers and some other people in the gaming industry there. So just had a good night of just enjoying the community.
Yeah. Funny enough, we actually saw like a lot of people from Ohio there,
Yeah.
which is kind of strange, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was.
It's always good to see some local people.
Yep.
In Texas of all places. But
All right. Yeah.
it was cool.
Hopefully you'll see everyone again at PAX East.
Yeah.
Um,
I won't be there. But
yeah. Yeah, that's that.
Be there.
Me and Trey got to experience South, and then me and Tim are going to experience East. That'll be our second one.
Right.
Our second East.
Yep.
if I can save up money for it, I may try.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Anything else that really stood out from PAX South?
We got to play Days Gone.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
I forgot about that. So we got to the show floor, had no idea that there was going to be a Days Gone demo. No crazy line whatsoever. Like we waited
Really?
maybe 20 minutes.
Really?
It was
about
wild.
20 minutes, something like that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I had
How
no
was
idea they were
it?
going to be there.
Yeah.
Was it solid? Like
Yeah,
It was.
Dude, it was pretty good. I mean, you can definitely tell that the game is still in production. At
it's
least
supposed to
I
be
could
this
tell.
year though, isn't it? Like that's
It's April.
yeah.
So I think they're just ironing out a few
Okay.
last bits of it, but I mean, for what I played, it was really good.
It just scares me because you don't hear much about it at all anymore. Like there's
Yeah,
no hype.
that's- I
There's
think
zero
that's-
hype.
That was the issue with the game, at least for me. That like they announced it, said a few things, and then
Died.
that was it.
Yeah. Like there's no hype for that game right now. And if you honestly didn't bring it up that you play at PAX, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
You know.
it was good though.
And I don't know. I think there's a lot of big games coming out this year that they
Maybe
might not want to
overshadow
be.
it.
Yeah, they don't want to put out all their marketing and just be overshadowed.
Right.
They'll wait until March when things die down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Die in a little bit, but
Because I mean, there's the best zombie game out right now anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not zombies in Days Gone.
They're not.
They're not.
Oh.
yeah. What did they call
Freakers.
them? Yeah, freakers,
Freakers, like frickers, but freak.
freakers, and
Freakers.
newts.
Freakers, newts. There's
The newts are like kids.
So are they like zombies though? Like same concept?
No.
No.
They kind of reminded me a little bit like the things from Last of Us.
Well, is it made? It's not made by Naughty Dog, is it?
No.
No. Okay.
Ben Studios.
Yeah, Ben Studios.
So like the clickers and like
I mean, not like mutated and all fungal and everything,
just like the
but
people, like the crazy people.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen
Yeah.
the movie The Crazies?
No.
You guys have never seen a movie called The Crazies
No.
with Timothy Olyphant?
No.
Mm.
Solid movie to watch. Just keep that in mind. It is. It's a pretty solid movie.
there were
Sure.
some crazy people in there though, because there were the I guess what you're referring to is like the zombie things,
Mhm.
and then there's also the
I just remember like the hordes of them just falling.
yeah.
and
So
everything.
there's those, and then there's like the crazy people, to
Okay.
where they're like still people, but they're definitely like the post-apocalyptic kind of thing that you
okay.
that you think of when you
Yep. Gotcha.
what's the movie in the desert they're driving around post-apocalyptic.
Rage.
No, kind of. But
Like,
what's the movie?
Mad Max.
Mad Max. Thank you. That I don't know why I couldn't think of that. They're kind of like that aesthetic.
Okay.
to
Okay.
'em.
Okay.
Like they took this like torch to this guy's arm, just like
Oh, nice.
yeah, just
Good.
because I don't know they
Could.
wanted him to
There is
see
no
the light.
law.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
Okay.
crazy, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. Definitely had that Survivor feel to it, to where you have to go around, get a bunch of materials, craft stuff together. They're saying customization's going to be big, to where
That's good.
Yeah.
That's always big.
find a baseball bat, wooden plank, find nails, attach
Boom.
nails to it. Cool. Now you have extra damage.
Cool.
Things like that.
That's good.
So I think it'll be a good one. Definitely one that after playing it, I'm definitely going to pick it up.
Cool.
Not that I wasn't
I was looking forward to it. It
Yeah.
just fell off the face of the earth. Is all.
right. Yeah. Hopefully we see. Well,
Its days were gone.
anyways. We also got to play King of the Hat,
Yeah.
which this one again didn't expect. It was at the Discord booth.
Yep.
It's a Discord only game.
Yep. Discord app.
So
Yep.
it's like, is it? You know.
It's kind of like that last
that, which is fun. Like
Yeah.
the last. Yep.
Last
last
Nightmare
year.
Yep.
or last year.
Last year, the nightmare. Yep.
Yeah, I knew it had some combination
in
of
there,
those
right.
words. But this one is King of the Hat. It's inspired by Smash Brothers Melee, and it's pretty cool because your hat is your weapon,
Also your lifeline.
but also your lifeline. So if someone steps on your hat, you lose.
Uh-oh.
You lose that round.
Oh.
But you also want to throw your hat to maybe stun them, knock their hat off.
Was it
And
good?
Oh yeah.
It was really
It's really
fun.
good.
And they're adding like slight mechanics to make it to where it's accessible for anyone to jump into, but if you get real competitive with it, like with
You
a group
can-
of friends,
right.
like you can curve the hat.
That's cool.
So other little things
So
that
we're
they're
gonna
doing.
Fame Friday this sometime, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we actually want to show it off at
FAMcon.
FAMcon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
That'd
got
be
some
cool.
codes for it, so
I'd like to play it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun party game for sure. One that we're going to
Me and
get.
you're going to be duking it out, Tim.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet so. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
It'll be good.
It'll
And
be
all
great.
the
competition.
Think light night, but a little faster pace,
Okay.
and you only have one lifeline,
Okay.
and the only weapon you have is your hat.
Okay.
and the characters are cool because each character has a
Okay.
different ability too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah, they all
down.
have like different like traits too.
Oh, so like picking your person actually.
Actually matters. Yep.
That's cool.
So like the guy that I played was a snapback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has like he can wall cling, he's got a double jump, and then there's another person that's like a washing machine who can
Yeah.
triple jump, but
Oh.
can't really move very fast.
Because it's washing machine.
Right.
Right.
There's a scarecrow that can like
It can't move, but it can
move,
jump.
It can jump. Like
That's
his directional jumping is really
weird.
good.
Yeah. So there's a lot of really.
That's gonna be
interesting-
It's
awesome.
fun mechanics.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
gonna be great.
That was probably one of my favorites that we.
Oh
played.
yeah, definitely.
And of course, we ran into Bomb Fest.
Yep. Got to play it on the Switch, which was pretty.
Yeah,
sweet.
that was the first time we
That was
played it
really
on the
cool.
Switch, and it feels perfect on the Switch.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yep. That's gonna
launch
be awesome.
launches in like 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, launches this Thursday, which is pretty cool. So we'll be having a launch stream of that. We'll be announcing sometime soon because I want to get it on the Switch just because
I definitely get on
that's
Switch
where
as
portable.
well.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else that we played while we were there?
Trying to think.
I don't know if we did. We did like
I mean,
a
we
lot.
played
Of,
Resident Evil, but we have that now, so
yeah.
Yeah, they got to play Resident Evil at a freaking event.
we got you the shirt, Tim.
You did. They did. They brought this back to me as like a thank you, or I don't know what it was, as a
Yeah.
well,
Consolation.
a consolation.
What is that?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
there's
look.
a face. You can put it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
You put
Oh,
it
it's like that
over.
one chocolate shirt that I
Yeah,
had.
exactly.
Okay. That's
Yep.
cool. Can't show off too much though, guys. TOS.
Right. TOS.
I mean, I can show you a different channel though.
Yeah, cut the bond.
Ken, cut it off, Ken.
But yeah, for those that I'm sure most of you have already heard, Tim tried to play Resident Evil 2 at E3
And at Comic Con.
and at New York Comic Con. Was not successful, even though he waited, I don't know how long around
My
that
whole
booth.
second day at E3 was gone.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
8 hours. Gone.
Tim almost left middle of vacation just to go home because he was so
I was
upset.
so mad.
But the cool thing is, the shirts that they were giving out then only had the logo on there, so we actually got cooler shirts.
Cooler shirts. I do
They
like
have
this
it's got the Raccoon Police Department
and it glows
on there.
In the
It glows in the dark. The white part
and
glows
like
in the
really
dark.
well.
And without showing too much, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a zombie
Face.
that you can pull up and
Can't.
just
You can see
just
zombie.
little. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a
Yeah,
zombie.
yeah, you see
Okay. Cool. So we got that shirt for Tim. They were nice enough to give us. We told Tim's story.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. We were
Yeah,
like,
we told him.
our friend is named the RE Master. He tried to get this shirt. They're like, just take it and run.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're so cool. They make up
Yeah.
for Redbeard guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Redbeard guy probably doesn't work there anymore.
Good. Can only imagine why.
He's been handled.
Oh, and if you turn around, you can see they've got like little bite marks and little like handprints and stuff. So it's
a
a
child
pretty cool
killed me in the shirt, apparently.
Yeah, it's a really small
Or-
handprint, so
or-
it's like
or-
it's
You know, could have been a little nibble.
Well, it's just a little, I just want to taste. Just,
It's a little
right,
taste.
just a little,
Yeah.
little bite. We also learned about pickleback shots,
go back.
which was one of Leo's favorites.
That sounds terrible.
So you do a shot of Jameson, and then you chase it with a shot of pickle juice.
That sounds like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, but
Both
he was
parts.
he was all about it.
I mean, Jameson I'm okay with, but
Yeah, but Leo was Leo put
They
these
am
things-
there. I'm not gonna
No
just.
way.
I'm gonna just.
well, we
stop.
didn't even do Jameson. It was just like whiskey.
Oh yeah, it was well whiskey there. Yeah, but you're supposed to do it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, it was fun, but that part was gross.
Right. Agreed.
Played some Top Golf. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, we did go to Top
You guys
Golf.
got to do Top Golf? I'm
Yeah.
jealous. I've always wanted to do Top Golf.
You wanna come up?
I know, there's one right here, and I've never got to do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Gives you more of a reason to come up.
I
sometime.
would like to come do Top Golf.
Top Shot.
Top shot. Golf.
Yep.
Top shot.
Golf top.
They also have a DDR machine there. Or at
They
least
did?
they did it at the one in San Antonio. Didn't get to play it though. Anything else that we're missing from our trip?
Taco P.
Oh yeah, Taco P. Welcome to Taco P.
Taco P.
Taco P was very good. Very good food. We also had some barbecue that slapped.
Oh, that barbecue was slapping.
Yes, it was very, very good.
And just smacked you or something? Or just like...
Yep,
Yeah,
just like that. That's how it felt.
Okay.
Damn it, Tim. And we hit up that bakery every single day.
Oh yeah, La Panaderia.
Panaderia.
La Panaderia, something like that.
Yep, something like that.
It was good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good.
Pretty quick. Pretty good.
So yes.
Oh yes, I also shout outs to the Houston Outlaws for hooking it up with the giveaways.
Yeah.
They had a fun scavenger hunt, almost like how Blizzard did, where they take a picture in a certain area.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That was fun
yeah.
at PAX East. That was a good time.
Yeah, and it was one of their content creators, Liz.
Oh yeah.
Lucy in Disguise is what it was.
Yeah, Lucy in Disguise,
Lucy in
yep.
Disguise. She's one of Houston Outlaws content creators, and she was doing that scavenger hunt. And I was lucky enough to get there in time to get a Turtle Beach headset, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Some Outlaw
Lanyard.
swag. Yeah, I got a black and white lanyard.
Shirt, stickers,
pins.
bracelet.
Oh yeah, the rubber bracelet or silicone bracelets, whatever. But it was cool. It was really fun. They were all super nice. I remember the second day I tried to get one. I showed up in all my shot gear because SF Shock Boys #1. Let's do it. This is our season. Anyways, I showed up there and they were like, "Yeah, I mean, you showed up in the wrong colors. We don't have anything else." I was like, "All right, fine." They're like, "Well," I was like, "I'm a Dante fan. Dante." He's like, "He's been with Shock. Now he's with Outlaws." And they're like, "Oh, okay, you're cool. Here, have these stickers and this pin."
Stickers and a pin.
I was like, "All right, fine." And then I showed up the next day and I got my headset, man.
Nice.
Third one there. It was sweet.
Nice.
That is awesome.
But other than that, man, just being around.
Just
good
being around
friends
everyone was awesome.
and meeting new people was really cool. I was one away from winning the monitor, right? A really good
Oh
monitor.
my gosh.
What?
They did a raffle.
eBay.
eBay did a raffle every day for Xbox and like gaming headsets and stuff. The ticket right after Trey won this really nice LG monitor.
Really?
So that was pretty wild.
Been rough to try to get that home.
Right.
I would have shipped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. You might,
They
yeah,
had like a UPS store, like right.
yeah,
outside.
it definitely would have been worth it, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you should definitely. I know we'll be going to East, but I'm also going. I don't know who else is going other than me and KB, but we're definitely going to be going to West this year as well.
Depends.
West next year?
My vacation time is a little limited, but
You said West.
Yeah,
yeah,
West is
he's
August.
doing he's doing West and East. He's doing all of them.
Oh, PAX West. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to West as
We're
well.
still all going to E3, right? That's still a thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Even though PlayStation pulled out, but that doesn't mean we're pulling out.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
I
And
always pull it.
oh,
I knew it as soon as I said that. West is in Seattle.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
West
gonna be
is
fun.
in
I've never
Seattle.
been in Seattle. I've never been.
Yeah,
North
neither have I.
California.
Yeah, that'll
wanna
be
go?
really good.
I wanna go.
But I guess that pretty much covers.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the most of it.
South.
I mean we
Um,
had great food, great time with friends, and met some new people. Played a few games.
yeah.
yeah,
We did a lot of networking, so hopefully that comes into
yeah.
fruition.
Yep.
But I know Tim wants to get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast here.
Yeah.
So quick backstory: Tim's tag is RE Master.
I gave that to myself when I was 15. Okay, so
Right.
keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
I was 15 and couldn't think of anything, and was like, oh, well, that's my favorite game. Blah, basic bitch.
Right.
Like that's what happened.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like if I could be
I
more,
copied off Trevor when we were kids, so.
if I could be more creative now with my gamer tag, I would. But at the same time, it's still my favorite
Is
series.
it still
So,
fitting?
I would like to think
It's
I
very
put a.
fitting, yeah.
Thank you. I would like to think I do pretty dang well.
Right. So with that being said, with you being the RE Master, you completed both Leon and Claire's campaigns on hardcore.
On hardcore, yes. I did Claire's in one online stream session, which
Yep.
is still there. People can go watch it if they want to, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't think I was gonna do that.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts.
I started at 5 because I was like, well, I'm gonna want to play more than 3 hours because usually I stream 9 to 8 or 9 to 12, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, but like I can't put the game down.
Right.
Like once I start, it's just the game is so good.
Oh yeah.
It's just
It is really good. They did a damn good job.
So a lot of people complained when it got announced, and I'm not gonna say I ever complained. I merely said I wish the fixed camera angles would make a comeback.
Yeah,
right.
Sure. I think we talked about that.
Yeah,
Sure.
and I was not bummed out or anything. It's just I get why they went the way they went, right? So going into it, I was like, well, I know it's not going to be necessarily the same game, but it'll be still an RE2 experience.
Yeah.
It was beyond what I can imagine good. Like, I'm still on the high of the game, right?
Yeah,
and I'm going to be on this high for a while. But in this current high, I mean, that's like my favorite game of all time right now. It took what I love the most about my favorite game of all time, which was Resident Evil 2, and modernized it more or less.
Remastered
Completely remade it from the ground up, and what we got was just nothing but perfection and fan service at the same time.
Yeah.
Like they said, it's not gonna feel like the same game. Don't expect it to feel like the same game. There are some parts that aren't gonna be there, yada 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 yada. So when I started playing it, I expected some changes and stuff. What I didn't expect was them to address the changes and still give fan service to those changes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess spoiler warning, more or less. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, if you haven't played Resident Evil 2 or you're looking to avoid spoilers, quick mute might be good.
Because I don't want to ruin things.
Yeah,
I'll raise my hand.
Yeah. Well,
he'll do that exact thing when
when the spoilers are over.
But like one of the first things that happens in Resident Evil 2 in the first game is you go, fire. They did the whole beginning right in terms of the truck, in terms of what happened there. It was all accurate, except when you got out of the car. Instead of going directly to the police station, in the original, you go through some streets, some back alleys. You wind up going to Kendo's shop first. You go through there, and that wasn't at all in there.
Kendo.
Yeah, it was all straight boom police station. Right. But they gave a nod to the Kendo gun shop in part of the game. There's a nod to it. Like you're like, oh, okay, cool. And they even changed his story up, which was fantastic to an extent. Like. Because you heard what happened, right?
Yeah.
You heard it, which is cool because to be dead honest with you, how often does that happen? No, usually the child bites the dad and then that's stupidity.
Right.
No, he took action.
Yeah.
He did what unfortunately he had to do and he knew he had to do, right? Yeah. It was great. When you played Claire B, the liquor in general is in a different position in the main game. Right,
yeah.
in the main game that you play your first playthrough, the liquors, and that way you can't predict where it's going to be. Right, you're not like, oh, well, I know it's going to be because I played the original game. No, it throws you fucking off because you don't know.
Right.
But when you play it again, it is even the simple. Okay, I'm in this room. Here's this window, and then there's a door like right here. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
The liquor scurries across that window just like it does in the original. And then when you go through that door and walk down a little bit, there he is.
Yeah.
Like just like the OG. And it was, my heart was just filled with joy. Like on that moment, I was so happy.
Terrified.
We had two different experiences with that because my heart was not filled with joy at all.
It's been hilarious to watch Trevor play Resident Evil 2.
It's been very stressful.
I have a little bit more to say, but I would like to bring that up, actually. Trevor, this is not your first time with Resident Evil game.
No.
But at the same time, I feel like it's your first time with a Resident Evil game that wasn't 7. Like, with real zombies. Because 7 was cool, but you had the molded, and they just... As cool as the molded are, they're not zombies. No. How terrifying was this game to you?
It was awful. I mean, well, it still is awful. I'm not finished with it yet. Not even halfway, I don't think.
It's scary, man.
It's very scary.
Like, that's the best part. The game is scary.
Yeah, and it's very too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, spoilers are over.
Spoilers are over. Well, yeah, I guess so.
I mean, whatever. I can still talk, and I just won't spoil anything for people who don't like. Yeah.
The constant. I think the biggest thing for me is the constant fear.
Yes.
Because you never feel safe.
Yes.
Well,
you don't.
I mean, I'll say that there are a few
other than your safe rooms. Because they're still safe rooms like they are in any Resident Evil game.
Right. So there are places to where you can at least take a breather.
Yep.
But even then, you can walk right back out and you're in the thick of it.
Yep.
as we saw today.
Yep, there's a few times where I'd be in a safe room waiting for certain situations to go away, and I would walk out like, okay, it's been 5 minutes, maybe situation's gone. Walk out, nope, and it's just instant like, okay, I got to do something. But the story, everything is pretty much identical.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I mean, there are a couple changes here and there, but not for the worst.
Yeah, it definitely cleaned up a lot of continuity.
It does,
issues, so.
and it makes the story make more sense.
Mm-hmm,
like it's great. The game was just good. There's new enemies. There's different things. If you play it on hardcore mode, let me explain this to you. Now I don't know how it was on normal because I just went straight to hard. I know I'm going to play it, and my fascination with the hardcore mode, and this is when you told me this and showed me this on a Twitter thing that you found, was you can only save with ink and ribbons.
Right.
Which was, again, that's what I grew up on. I know that life, so I wanted to have that life again, right? And the instant nostalgia feeling of that game was just like, it just hit you like a freaking bat in the face. But like, it's difficult because of that, so you have to keep an eye on your saves, right? But oh my god, you can get attacked by one zombie. So one zombie's an issue in the game. That's the other cool part. Yeah. Like, even, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure it's the same in your guys' game, but one zombie can mess you up. Like, no problem. And in hardcore mode, you can be fine. One zombie attacks you, danger. There's no caution. Like, I very rarely freaking saw caution. It was instant danger. And it was, I mean, I was so scared. That heightens that sense of fear because you see a couple zombies or whatever, you're like, okay, whatever, on a normal difficulty, but in hardcore, you're like, I could die.
Oh yeah.
And no problem right here. That one zombie can just be like, out.
Easily.
So, I could talk a lot about this game. I really could.
I know.
So I sent you a review, kind of a review. I think maybe the day before it came out, to where it was saying that this is, obviously it's a remake of 2, but it's kind of a celebration of the series as a whole.
Like this is a great celebration of how far Capcom and the Resident Evil team have come along. Like, they took everything they've learned from the bad, because there are some bad Resident Evil games. There's plenty of bad Resident Evil games.
6.
Right. They took what was good about certain games, like 7. 7 was a great game. 100% great game. They took what they learned about their games, and I told you this. I know the article kind of said this, but the way I kind of, like, it was like the best of Resident Evil 2 met graphics of Resident Evil 7, if not better.
I'd say better.
With the guns play kind of sort of an advance like Resident Evil 4.
Correct.
And it just molded into holy shit, what a game.
Right. And because I think that's what it broke down to, was the gore and horror of 7,
right? The
gameplay or the combat of 4, and then the constant fear from 3.
Right. So you had the story of 2, the constant pressure of 3, the gameplay of 4, and the gore and the aspect of everything. So I mean, and
we'll just forget about 5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and 6. You know, as fun as 5 is, it's a fun game, and the story is relevant. I was a very big fan of the story. 6 is a whole other topic, but the game is stupid good.
Yeah.
It's just, I know we were talking about this, saying like, I told you Resident Evil 2 was my favorite game of all time, like the original.
Yep.
And when we were playing, I think I was almost done with Leon's campaign when he called me and we were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
And I told you it's already surpassed every other game except for the original so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's fantastic. It's so good.
So you think at this point in time it has surpassed, and it is your favorite
at this point in time, and again, it could be because of the high of the game coming out and what I've just done, but it is probably my favorite game of all time.
Well, I'm glad you can. I'm glad you can admit that, at least, to where you know that you're just like in it, and you're like, yes, this game's fucking awesome.
Right.
But I'm interested to see, because yes, you've gone through the campaign at this point. You've done hardcore, but you still have Fourth Survivor and Tofu.
Tofu Run. Yeah, that'll be a very difficult thing.
And I'm excited to see those on, hopefully on stream. I know you probably have to get some practice in, but I'm excited.
I don't mind failing in front of everybody.
And those are they shorter?
Yeah.
All right. Those are shorter, correct?
Yeah, so ideally they're much shorter. They're not nearly as long as the actual campaign stuff, but they're supposed to be more difficult.
Okay.
Like, the Tofu's is the most difficult one in the whole game, but that's because, again, you have a knife.
And that's it.
Which is, I mean, I'm down. Like, I can't wait. And they have DLC already planned.
Yeah.
I would love for them to do a DLC of fixed camera angles just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Right? I think that'd be hilarious. They already have the one DLC where you get to play as blocky characters.
Yeah, the blocky characters from
The original skins.
The OGs.
Yeah.
Like,
PlayStation.
it's
Yeah, it's gonna be
just,
sweet.
they're just giving...
Hope they keep Mr. X the same way. Oh my gosh. It would make it like so much less scary.
Like-
but, oh my gosh.
Like, it's just... The game is filled with so much good and fan service at the same time.
Sure.
Like, it was all there. Everything you could want from the game was just there.
Yeah.
There's like an original music sound pack or something
Yes,
like that too.
yeah.
That's it?
You heard that after you beat the second
Yep.
hardcore last night.
I did.
Yep.
And
Did
then-
you know that was coming?
I didn't know it was coming, but I knew it was in the game somewhere.
Gotcha.
So,
Sweet.
I mean, I could keep talking, but it's good, guys. Like, it is...
It gets me, because me personally, Resident Evil 3 was my favorite. So it
Right.
gets me excited for what they're going to do with that.
3 remake.
Yeah, 3 make is what I like to call it. This is cool. Whatever. But, yeah, Resident Evil 3 is going to be sweet.
Yeah.
I hope that comes out soon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it's kind of weird, right? Because you want it to come out, like, soon.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you. I would want it... I mean, if they just want to keep throwing them at me,
Yeah.
by all means.
Please
But-
remake 6.
Yeah, like complete. Like when we say remake it,
We mean, like, delete what you had.
right,
And just
and
make it
just
entirely
remake
new
a
game.
whole thing. 6 was fun, but that's about as much as I can get out of that.
Arcade.
Right. Fun.
Yeah,
Um.
I mean, you know, I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Where does it stand for you guys?
Right. I mean, it's been a lot of fun for me. As scary as it is, it's just been terrifying. Like Trey saw me play the other night, and I had to, like seeing that big reveal. I don't know if you call it a reveal, but
Got you.
when it came the first time, I knew what it was right away. As soon as I saw that hand, I was like, nope. I put the pause on like the home button on the PlayStation controller, and I'm just like, well, I'm done.
Yep.
And I pretty much had to just be like, I needed a breather, but I got through.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
got
Move
through.
for you, even better moments.
Yeah.
The lickers are
Oh
the
my
most
gosh.
terrifying thing in that game, in my opinion.
So
They are detailed, very,
Very HD.
yes,
Very much so HD.
and scared the living shit out of me. So there's a clip of
Yeah, oh,
me
yeah.
where I was running. I was like, "Oh man, I just used my health back there," and it just jumped. Like I
Uh-huh.
threw my controller. Like
and you picked it back up real quick.
I had to. I saw
Yeah.
it. I thought I was dead, but then the thing came. I was like, "Ow!"
Yep. It was good. The lickers, honestly, for me, like they're terrifying. But if you know that they're there,
Right,
it's
right.
easy.
That's the thing. It's not when you know they're there. It's not bad.
Because you just,
Right.
Walk
But when they
right
catch you
past.
off guard,
it's awful.
it's
Because then instinct for me is just a dip.
right.
Like I'm
right.
out.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as soon as like something jumps at me, I'm like, oh, I'm gone. But then I'm like, as soon as you start running, you're like, shit.
You hear that scream, and it's just,
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah, so overall, I am enjoying it. Resident Evil games, I love watching horror games. I love watching you play horror games. Playing them is just completely different for me. I just don't have the...
They literally put you in pain.
Yeah, they like I will get headaches and stomach aches. Like it stresses me out bad. But I enjoy them.
Yep.
So
I respect it. Trey?
It's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, like from playing the original to playing this, it's a huge upgrade.
It's huge.
Like
Yeah.
it was needed, I think.
It was...
Because
yeah.
Resident Evil's like always like been so campy. At least like from 1 to 2 is a lot different. Like it got way better about being like more serious and like a little more story driven.
Right.
But yeah, like having this remake just makes it that much better, and I'm excited for 3.
Yeah.
Like,
It was just
all
better than... It was way better than I could ever think it would be. Like, in terms of everything, it was just better. Every aspect I thought I was going to be excited for, it exceeded that aspect, everyone.
did they retcon anything from like did they change the story of anything? Do you think they're going to try and rewrite anything like moving forward?
90% of it was the same, except for one thing that me and Trey made a point about.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to bring it up, but we made a point about it. About hopefully they do it in 3.
Yeah.
If they do that.
I would imagine they would do it in
because
3.
I swear it happened in 2. I almost guarantee
It happens
did.
like every game.
And I know it happened
and within that.
Right, and I know it happened in 3 for sure. So if that remake happens, which rumor is it's already in the works,
Right.
which it should be. I mean, Jesus, have you seen that? The sales for this game have to be stupid good.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no reason not to do it.
Like everyone thinks Mr. X is a problem now. Just wait till you get Nemesis.
Nemesis is going to be a whole nother ball game.
So my thought on the whole retconning thing.
Mm-hmm.
What if? So we know how well Resident Evil 7 did.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves 7,
Mm-hmm.
but that's kind of set further on in the timeline.
Right, it's a
they're
further
going.
game.
We're going back to 2. Do you think they're doing that to try and maybe rewrite some things to maybe
Well-
make the main timeline in 7?
Probably.
And they could, but like, here's the thing about 7: they don't have to really write anything.
No, I'm
Like,
not saying that. I'm saying like the rest of Resident Evil before 7 to kind of match up with where 7
Well,
is at.
that's kind of what I'm saying. Like 7 was kind of its own game to
Sure.
an extent, right?
Sure.
So the nice thing about 7 was they don't really have to remake anything from the previous games at all. I mean, maybe ditch 6 or something, figure out that world, right? But like the events of 2, the events of 3, the events of 4, the events of 5, all can still live within 7's, and it does live within 7's
Sure.
timeline right
Yeah.
now.
Other than the new Umbrella thing.
But
we
that's
still don't know about that.
Right, but that's still, so the understanding of that is something that I mean, spoilers for 7, I guess. Right, that Chris remade that.
Okay.
Chris, because he basically took the name of Umbrella, that was a pharmaceutical, a bad company, and he is rebranding it to mean what it was supposed to mean originally.
Yeah.
Like, he has set out on himself to be like, look, we're new Umbrella. We're actually here to take care of the shit that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. That's the question. But that is what has basically happened there.
Yeah. I guess that's all what I was thinking of. Like, are we going to see how everything connects to 7?
Which we could. I mean, okay. So you mean like, are we going to see? Okay, so we'll have the main story. Like 2 was pretty much the exact same story. 3 will probably be, but will they start tying in more things? Like, will we see something like, oh, you know, they developed a new BOW,
Yeah, like,
Emily
are we going
or whatever,
to start to
you know,
see these two
that's not her
storylines
name,
or
but-
timelines kind of
Yeah.
converge?
Yeah. Like, are they maybe?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm down with what I mean. The game, whatever they can,
They can do whatever. At this
whatever
point.
they want. Here's money.
Right.
Do it. Make me more.
And the DLC last time was great for 7.
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't like amazing, but it was fun. Like, it was
Yeah.
definitely worth playing.
Yeah.
And I'm
worth the money, I would say.
Yeah, because of, again, how big 2 is, and how much open space is in 2. I mean, they can do anything.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's
Fantastic.
my view
10 out of
it.
10?
10 out of 10. We'll play again.
Right. Multiple times.
Yeah. Which
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 for now
yeah,
because it's still ongoing.
yeah,
But
that's
9 out of 10
understandable.
for sure.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
You'll have my yep.
I mean, me personally, I'm more excited for about 24 hours from now.
Why?
where-
What's 24 hours? I'm confused.
when I'll be sitting down playing some Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, I heard about that game.
I'm excited for it, but again, I won't have just steal scratch from it right away. It's fine. Anyways,
Yeah.
On to the next topic.
On to the next topic.
What is
so,
the next topic?
Dragon Ball
Oh,
Super.
Super, yes. Broly.
So we all went to go see, well, not together. We actually all saw it separately.
Yeah.
we did.
Dragon Ball Super Broly, which I think everyone was really excited for because it brings Broly into canon.
Right.
Finally. It was always one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the old ones, Broly was. I mean, as long as we're not talking Bio Broly or anything like that, the original Broly movie was always one of my tops.
I always had a hard time watching any of the Dragon Ball Z movies. Anytime I
Just
watch
because
it,
it's not canon.
because I know it's not canon. Like, I'd watch it, it's like, okay, but this doesn't matter. None of this matters. Why am I watching this? There's zero point in me watching this because it's not
Yeah.
canon. Like, so I just never got into them because of that exact reason.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I don't even know where to start. I guess just overall, I love the animation.
Oh yeah.
The animation was beautiful.
Amazingly well done.
Yep. Story was pretty good.
was solid.
I know you both had some gripes with it.
Spoiler, right? No.
Oh yeah. I guess if you haven't seen Broly and you want to avoid spoilers, again, probably mute or if you're listening through audio.
Trey
maybe
will do the hands
skip
again.
I'll do
through
the
that.
hands again.
It won't help if you're listening on iTunes or Spotify,
Right.
but
Yeah.
just skip ahead a little bit. Apologies. Overall, what was your impression of the Broly movie?
I thought it was great. Like you guys said, animation was great. And I'm happy that they brought Broly into into continuity.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm a fan of the first one better, or more rather, just because like the first one it was brutal.
Yeah.
Like
I watched the movie, like the
Yeah.
original. I did watch
Yeah.
it. It was very brutal.
like probably from the jump,
But
it
I'm
was
just
just
like, not canon.
Kakarot! Just like
Oh yeah,
throwing Gohan through a building, dragging his
dragging
face
his
across
face.
the building. Like
they did have a little nod
they
to
did.
that.
They had that with Goku. But,
Yeah, they had that little nod in there, which was cool.
but I just think the original was just like so much more like dark.
I,
And like I don't like the fact that like now they're just like, yeah, no one's gonna die in Dragon Ball anymore.
Yeah,
Or,
it's
like-
really weird, right?
or like things where it's like everybody's a winner sort of thing, and I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, no, like I want
Death,
I want
decay.
Goku punching through stomachs. I want fucking I want kick-ass scenes. Like I want these things to happen.
Which we got kick-ass
We got
scenes.
kick-ass scenes.
They were
Oh, yeah.
definitely there.
But it was just like kind of like the pacing was a little weird, but it was still a good movie.
It's
I
so-
absolutely loved it, no matter what.
What's weird is when you watch a Dragon Ball Z or a Dragon Ball movie, what I find weird, and I was trying to like evaluate this in my head, is I'm not used to like, okay, an hour and a half and it's done.
Right.
With Dragon Ball, it's like, okay, we got about 10 hours of a season to go before
Right.
things start going through, right? So the pacing is weird because we're so used to it.
Building up.
There's so much build up to the
Right.
actual things, and this one wasn't really that way.
yeah, because there's that Dragon Ball formula that we've known for years now,
Correct.
to where villain shows up, trained to get more powerful,
Yep.
becomes more powerful, the fight ends, and we move on. and,
Right.
until the now the strongest
Right.
villain that we've ever known.
I'm actually not the strongest one. It's him.
Yeah, so that we
But
kind
it's
of know
always
that.
Goku in the end.
Yeah, always
Remember
Goku
that.
in the end. Never Vegeta.
I was looking at the mic. I wasn't even. I was just like, it's always
Always
Goku.
Goku.
Always Goku.
I think the complaint that I don't know. What did you think about the ending? Because I know you brought up the ending earlier, to where you weren't really satisfied with it.
My only main issue with the movie was I just felt like it was a cop out. I felt like it was, Broly's about to get messed up and he's back on his original planet.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it felt like Dragon Ball is all about like action and fighting and all that jazz, right? And this just felt like it just felt like a cop out. Like, I'm okay with him being alive. That part doesn't bother me. It's the fact that like I wanted to see this crazy ass Gogeta this time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to see this
That
crazy
was
ass
my
ending with
issue.
him just being like, all right, we're done. I've ended it. Like, that's what I wanted to see. And I didn't get that. I got, we'll never really know. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now that he's alive, the chance for him popping up later on.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
Which is cool. I'm glad
is.
that.
I'm happy about that.
I just wanted an actual ending, is all. I wanted to know who would win. Who would win that fight?
Yeah.
I mean, Goku's gonna win that fight.
Well, I mean, always. But, like, what if he didn't?
I think that's kind of.
We don't know.
That's why it ended, was Chile, which, by the way, Chile's awesome.
That's the bae right there.
That is the girl.
You only like her for a reason.
No, she's a good character.
Yeah,
She's like
she's
generally
not-
like a really good character.
She's an
but
okay character.
So she knew that Goku was going to beat Broly for sure.
But
That's-
it's Broly. He just gets stronger.
Isn't that all Saiyans?
Right.
This
Right.
guy is all Saiyans, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I wanted to see. That was my only thing, is I wanted to see one of them lose. I don't care how. I just wanted to see one of them lose for, like Battle of the Gods. Goku lost, right? Resurrection F. That wasn't even close.
Vegeta lost.
Vegeta lost, right?
He was the real loser of that one.
Like, there's always a winner and a loser most of the time.
Yeah.
That was a really loud clap.
That was really
And I didn't get that. That was my issue. I didn't get
Yeah.
that. Like, yes, we can pretty much predict who was going to win that,
Through
because
science.
once something and
Dragon
once
Balls.
once it happened, it was pretty much over. Like,
Yeah.
right, I mean, there wasn't really a fight at that point once that happened. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, did you see what I mean? My favorite part of the movie, one of my favorite parts of the movie was when Frieza killed and was like, "Oh no, stray bullet!" Ah! That was fantastic. Like, that was hilarious.
I
That
couldn't
was
believe the
great.
part where they're like, Lord Frieza, what are you going to wish for?
Oh my God! Yes.
That part was good too.
And
I liked
the
it.
science behind that. was brilliant. Like there was thoughts.
Between
Between Bulma
between
and
Bulma and Frieza, where she was like 5 years younger and he was like 5 centimeters taller.
Yes.
That was hilarious.
Make
That-
them think that I'm still
See,
growing.
I think it's like one of those things that people forget is like Dragon Ball was originally supposed to be like a comedy show, like a comedy anime.
It was brilliant.
And then I think around like the Frieza saga
Yeah.
is when it all got all brooding and serious.
Got a little serious, yeah.
Yeah, because Dragon Ball, the original,
Fantastic.
was hilarious
Yeah.
and definitely comedy worthy. Like
Right.
90% of that was comedy. The beginning of the movie, I know we heard that story like several times, but I loved.
They definitely changed a lot.
Yeah, I loved seeing it. I loved the whole rehash of that whole thing
Yeah.
and seeing Kid Vegeta, Kid Rad.
Yes,
Like I loved that,
that
whole
was so
thing.
good.
It
Yeah,
was
I guess my
brilliant.
brother. I have a brother, but he's still in his incubation thing.
Which,
Yeah.
can I ask a question? And it's going
Yeah.
to sound very Dragon Ball newbie of me. Maybe I don't know who it is yet because I'm not technically through Turn of
Yeah.
Power. Vegeta has a brother?
Yeah.
Do we know of that person?
Yeah,
Do I know of that person?
probably not.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know.
It's not. He's not in Super either.
Oh, then how? Then,
He was in one of the movies.
but the movies weren't canon.
Wait, what? Maybe he wasn't Super. But he does have a brother. He does have a brother.
Like
Yeah.
I heard that. I was like,
I'll show you a picture later.
okay,
Yeah.
but is he alive?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He has an alien wife.
What?
Yeah.
And Vegeta never decides to mention this person ever.
It's actually a fanfic.
Is it a fanfic? It might.
No.
Sounds more like a fanfic.
No, it's real.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I want evidence.
Trey wrote it himself.
It's true. Like, did anyone that completely caught me off guard.
We have somebody in chat confirming he was in an
Yes.
episode of Super.
He was in episode.
He was in-
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Like a single episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I need to go back and figure out what this episode is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see it.
His name
Yeah.
Tarbles, I think.
Jarbles?
Tarbles. I think it's Tarbles.
Tarbles on screen.
Like, was it an early episode of Super? Like, I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, I don't remember this from Super, and I'm caught up. So
Right. I'm not caught up. I'm like
Tarbles.
about to do the Tournament of Power, but
Would that be like a? I know his name's like Vegeta, like
Vegetable?
vegetables. Like is that
Yes.
like his name's Tarbles, like Vegeta Tarbles?
I think so. I'm gonna look right now. But anyways,
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know. That threw me off. I was like, oh, are
Right.
they gonna do something with it?
Right.
yeah, Tarbles. Yep.
Tarbles.
I need to see this. I need to see this shit.
Dragon Ball Z movie. Goku. Huh.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
But the whole the thing with Bardock was kind of cool.
Like
I like that.
this
And
had
yeah,
to
him
be.
have to be an actual good.
This
guy.
had to be a battle of the tournament of power thing.
Mm-mm.
There's no way it's not.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember this.
Anyways.
Anyways, Tim.
No, I'm concerned with my
I know
life.
you were very, very concerned about this. It's okay, I promise. One thing that Trey brought up, which I thought was a valid complaint, was there weren't really any surprises because we saw it all in the trailers.
Oh yes. So
Yeah,
and
that was my.
I
biggest
called that
issue.
out when they showed them all off, right? Like
Yeah.
you had to have thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and then Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
Like there was no oh shit
Just
moment.
Gogeta in general. It was just like.
Yeah.
And you knew that's how it was going to end.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
agree, 100% with Trey, 100%.
That's like if they didn't show any of that in the media, if they're
It
just
would
like,
have been nuts.
we got a Broly movie, here's one trailer, here's like another trailer to like show a little bit more, and like left it until launch, it would have been my favorite Dragon Ball movie ever.
Right.
But it's not. I honestly, wholeheartedly, I think the first one's better.
See, that's why and this is way off topic to an extent. So many people are mad about the Avengers movie. And I'm like, or not movie, the trailer that they showed off, the in-game
The short
trailer.
one, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Leave it
right.
at that. Don't show me anymore.
Exactly.
Leave it at that.
See, that's like my problem now with like everything nowadays, like with games and movies. Like they show off way too much,
Right.
and that's like my main concern with Kingdom Hearts 3 is like they've shown all the Keyblades, they've shown all the worlds so far,
Right.
and I'm just like, please let there be more.
Right.
Like, and this
Please
is,
let there be-
yeah, like it's an issue. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see as much. I want a teaser at this point
Yeah.
and call it a day.
Yeah.
Let me go into it not expecting everything. Because when they showed off Blue or God Vegeta
Mm-hmm.
and then Gogeta got it, I'm just like, okay, so we know how it ends. We know what's going to lead up to how it ends. Like, we just know
Yeah,
what's going to
right.
happen. Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. It was good. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited
It was
for
great.
It was a fun movie, though. It was great.
fun.
It was a great movie. I mean, 100%
It was a
enjoyed
very fun
it.
movie.
I'm excited to see what they do next with the series.
Yeah,
Do something to
Which-
bring Cell back.
I thought the series was
Yeah.
done.
it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
I actually think a new episode aired.
They really? I didn't think it was. I feel like I would have heard that.
I don't know. I'll have to
I
look.
know they teased at Oob that one time.
Yeah, I do.
At
Oh my
Oob,
god.
So
So
who knows if we'll.
Kid Buu is always my favorite villain, and probably always will be my favorite villain of the Dragon Ball
pretty cool.
series. I don't know who your guys
pretty
are,
vicious,
but
yeah.
do you guys have like a favorite
Cell.
villain? Cell, both yourself. See, and Cell is respectable. Cell's great, right? And what I liked a lot about Cell wasn't about world domination. Cell was about I just want to be stronger, and I want to show you that I am the strongest living life form, right? That was
He's
Cell.
pretty much Goku.
Yes, he's Goku in android form, right? What I liked the most about
a little more
Kid
evil.
Buu, though, Kid Buu was all just action. Like he was like, you're
want to
you're
kill
talking
everyone.
shit
He's
to me. I'ma just blow up.
He's
the earth.
chaotic evil.
Yeah, and he's just phenomenal. Like he doesn't give a damn.
Right.
There's no reason, no rhyme or reason for it. He's just like and gone.
Yep.
Like absolutely love that character.
Yep.
5 minutes of screen time, Earth was gone.
Yeah.
That was it. Overall good.
Yep.
PAX South good. Resident Evil 2 good.
Not
Broly good.
Amazing. Trevor.
Amazing.
Amazing.
All three amazing. Three
Damn near
amazing
perfect.
things.
Amazing. We give this a 3 out of 3.
3 out of 3. What an awful scoring system. A 3 out
1,
of
just throw it away. 2, you should play it. All right. 3, you just play it now.
Yeah, it's the best thing.
It's
ever.
the best thing ever. That's simple. It's simplicity. At its
Right.
finest.
There's what else were we going to talk about? I can't think of. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Continue with.
Cool. Well, I was going to wrap it up because
Yeah.
we're getting get into the end here, and we also have, for those watching live, we're getting ready to set up our Resident Evil D&D one-shot campaign,
One-shot campaign.
written by Tim himself.
Yes, it is my story 100%.
Yep. So we'll be playing that about 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be getting that ready. If you're listening to this after the fact, I probably have it written or have this posted midweek, so it has already happened. So hopefully you have watched it. But if not, it'll be up on YouTube, just like everything else, all of our other campaigns. And speaking of campaigns, we're also bringing back Man and Monsters, which is going to be our bi-weekly campaign as well.
Yes.
So that'll be with us three, Alex and KB as the and Zach Wynn. He's going to be our 6th, so we're going to have a party of 6, and then Faultzilla, our amazing moderator, will be our DM. So that'll be a great campaign starting 2 weeks from today.
Yep.
So that's February 10th.
Yep.
And then, what else am I missing?
We have an announcement.
Tonight as well.
Resident Evil. Yeah.
Yeah, another fun announcement.
Be there.
Yeah, be there. So I look forward to our next. So we're actually going to get back into our bi-weekly schedule of the podcast. So we're going to have another podcast next week because then every other week is going to start being Man and Monsters.
Yep.
So we'll be bringing episode 52 next week, a little bit earlier than normal.
Yep.
But as always, if you're watching live, you can catch this again on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Google Podcasts, whatever you prefer to listen to. We appreciate any follows on there. You can also follow us on Twitch. We put all of our podcasts live on there as well.
Yep.
So you can see any live mistakes before I can cut them out,
Yeah.
which is always great.
It is.
It's always fantastic. And those will probably be through Discord since Tim doesn't want to move to Columbus, unfortunately. Even though it's got everything, it's got Top Shot Golf
Top Shot Golf. And Canes.
and Canes.
I told them I
Friends.
literally only come here. I can take this opportunity to go to Canes. So,
Right.
You know.
Yep.
That's
fine.
fair.
But,
But-
yeah.
We're going to get ready for
Yes.
our D&D campaign. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to throw this over to maybe a quick Q&A or like an open discussion session
Sure.
for our Twitch viewers. So for everyone listening, appreciate the support, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to FAMcast. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/forallmanakind. You can also find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and Spotify, so make sure you follow us there to keep up with the latest episodes.